I think that we're gonna move on now to Zach Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, this was the guy that, I mean, when you watch him on tape, and he has so many physical attributes. Like
Oh yeah.
he might be the most physically talented quarterback, and just in terms of arm strength. That video of him at his pro day rolling out to his left and then slinging the ball back sidearm
Oh, I know.
65 yards on a dime. It's just insane how much arm talent this guy has. And I think that's going to be what his success comes from, is just relying on his arm talent. He's very accurate. I want to say he completed over 67% of his passes. And so usually you see a 3 to 5% decrease in the first year of college quarterback to rookie quarterback.
But still 60% of passes. That
I
sounds
mean,
that sounds pretty good to me.
what, 67% to 60? Yeah, 60%. Yeah,
Yeah.
60% is the what you want to shoot for. If you can complete 60% of your passes, that's about
Yeah.
league average for starters. And so everything that I've heard coming out of camp about Zach Wilson right now is that he is doing great. I mean, he is learning the offense. He is creating connections with receivers.
Mm-hmm.
He is everything that they've wanted him to be. With that being said, pads are still off. Like, they're still not really. They do 7-on-7, but 11-on-11 is kind of half speed.
Yeah.
But from what it sounds like, they are very happy with him, and I think he could be really good this upcoming year.
I'm same boat with Jacksonville. The Jets and Jacksonville kind of
Yeah,
last year were just bad teams to watch. They weren't entertaining. But this year, though, they're a young team with a lot of new weapons, and Zach Wilson absolutely agree with what you were saying. He's been coming out and OTA's hot. I've only seen positive things. I think it was in his last day. I was reading about it. He, on the first pass, 40-yard bomb to his new friend Elijah Moore. And it's only been positive things. He's been running around slinging it,
yeah,
make connections with Elijah Moore, new receiver Keenan Cole, new hopefully it should be receiver one Corey Davis, former Nashville guy.
and Braxton Berrios too. I've read it that him and Braxton Berrios have done really well together.
I was
So
just about to mention his name, and was he on the team last year? Like I don't remember that.
he was a 6th-round pick out of Miami by the Patriots, actually, and so he's been in the league for 4 years. But he
Oh,
was kind of a punt return specialist.
okay.
And so now he's carving out a role as a Edelman-esque slot receiver.
That's exactly the name I was. He looks like an Edelman and kind of feels like an Edelman, a guy that is going to be in the middle of the receiver and will catch everything you throw at him. And
Yeah.
how huge would that be for? And also, how ironic would that be if the Patriots then have to deal with a guy like Edelman for the next 5 to 10 years?
I hate it.
But how huge is that for that offense? If Michael Carter can develop it into the running back that they want to be, and they just picked up another running back too. They just picked up Tevin Coleman as well.
Okay.
They signed him, which a veteran running back that can come in and Tevin Coleman.
He's good when he's healthy.
He's good when he's healthy. I feel like most of those guys are. But yeah. The he's going to also add some versatility as well because he can also line up in the slot. I remember Falcons fan, in case you guys didn't know, but the year that the Falcons won the Super Bowl, Tevin Coleman would line up in the slot, and Kyle Shanahan would move around move him around all over that offense.
Yeah.
And I feel like now with Matt LaFleur's brother, Mike LaFleur, I also feel like he is very creative offensively, or will be.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if he uses him in different roles like that. Frank Gore is still also there to kind of show Michael Carter the ropes. And yeah, he's an old guy, but you can still
He's an
you can still get
experienced
some reps.
veteran.
Yep.
That yeah. And I think too, having two other guys, and doing a running back by committee will only help a guy like Frank Gore.
Yeah. Well,
but
especially Frank Gore's always been, from my understanding, kind of like a big, thicker running back.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
even if you only use him in goal line situations to kind of help get the ball into the end zone, and bring in some fresh legs, that'd be huge for that offense. Absolutely huge. Because and now, kind of going back to what we were saying with Trevor Lawrence, it's going to open up that offense to where if you're at a goal line situation and Frank Gore comes in, eventually, play action pass dump it off to their tight end or something like that. So
Yeah, no.
it's going to add the versatility now, and the Jets are going to be another fun team to watch. And it's going to be fun watching Zach Wilson develop. I absolutely, the way he slings it, I think Zach Wilson will also break 4,000 yards easier than Trevor Lawrence, only because I think that's going to be a little bit more of a pass-heavy offense.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. I think a lot of this team's run game, I don't think their offensive line is necessarily too stout on the run game. I know they drafted Elijah Vera Tucker and they have Mekhi Becton. But I don't necessarily think that on that right side they're going to be too stout and too keen on running behind some of those guys. So I feel like they're going to substitute a lot of the run game with some play action or some screen plays or some things of that nature.
Yeah.
So I do want to highlight on some of Zach Wilson's, I guess, ability to bust per se.
Mm-hmm.
And so he has all the physical tools, but one of the biggest things for me was watching his game against Coastal Carolina. And that, I think, was his first test against serious competition.
Mm-hmm.
Not serious, but like high-level competition. I know, I think, did he play Boise State? Or he played another ranked team. I forget.
I think he did. I think he did.
Okay.
I know he did at some point.
He struggled in that game. He's not that accurate. I think he threw 2 or 3 interceptions, and I know some of them were garbage time interceptions where he had to throw the ball down the field late to try and move the ball. But that to me, I think going from BYU and playing some of the mid-major defenses and going to NFL caliber defenses is going to be tough, especially the fact that he's not going to be practicing against an elite NFL defense. The Jets defense is not very good, and so that for me is one of the biggest, I guess, drawbacks of him going to the Jets is that he's not going to face a high level of competition in practice.
Yeah.
So
that was actually one thing I was thinking about when reading like these tweets, like great pass to Elijah Moore down the field. What an excellent throw to Braxton Berrios in the middle of the field. And it was like, yeah, but it is the Jets defense, like it's being asterisk. But still having that ability, though, I think to make those throws will be a good sign. And that's going to be one of the things. It's kind of going into like my successes and failures for Zach Wilson. Is kind of building off that is with Zach Wilson, and he's in the same boat as Trevor Lawrence. And so kind of going with what you were saying is, the level of defenses that he's going to be playing is going to be totally different. But I think a successful year for him is going to be just no matter what, just continue slinging it. Trust your ability, trust your weapons around you. As we kind of saw with Sam Darnold, you could tell in his last year, he was not confident with the formation and people around him, and it really showed kind of with his confidence. But keep slinging it. He's going to be making mistakes,
Yeah.
But kind of going with what you were saying is, he's going to make those mistakes, but can he continue to learn from them? Like if he does, if he doesn't see the safety deep and he throws a pick, will he remember that for next time, or will he just keep making that same mistake, thinking that and not learn from it? So that's where it'll be interesting to see where he develops. Yeah, no, and that's the thing that I think it's kind of on the coaching staff is one. I don't think at any point he should be benched this season unless you're worried that he's going to get hurt. But I also think that they need to go through and just take the extra time just to sit down and talk with him about some of the mistakes that he is making, because it's inevitable. Even Tom Brady, who is almost 44, makes mistakes. I know, and he's kind of overrated too. He's keeps making those mistakes. No. Yeah, and so it's inevitable to happen, especially with a rookie quarterback. And so I think it's just going to be a process with the Jets, and they're just going to have to bear with it. So well, and it's going to be the same thing kind of with Zach Wilson, Trevor Lawrence, and it's interesting too because they also both have rookie coaches, and I know rookie GM for the Jets. Do the Jags also have a rookie GM? I don't remember off the top of my head. Okay. Well,